can. Let's talk McDonald's for a moment,
of the
shall we?
suburbs.
Okay, yes. Comparable sales there up almost 41%. And also, if you look at how they are doing versus 2019.
Thank you for that.
We saw an increase as well. Chicken sandwich doing well. BTS menu doing well. Again, here we're seeing strength from the consumer.
Yeah, 14.9% 2-year stack for McDonald's. U.S. same-store sales, we see here on the screen, up 25.9%. Sozzi also calling out digital platforms and delivery. And when you think about the types of foods that succeed in delivery, pizza, an obvious winner there. But, I think McDonald's stores can get a little hectic when you're in there, but I think the food travels.
It does. I've enjoyed my McDonald's experience that I talked about yesterday, and it was a little more pricier than I thought. But nonetheless,
well, you got some modifications.
Yeah, well, it's all about the double egg life. But I'm not hearing a lot of our competitors, let's say, talk about this morning on the two things. One, the McDonald's guidance, which is buried in the bottom of their press release for 2021. They're looking at mid to high teens revenue growth. That is pretty darn good for McDonald's. Operating margins low to mid 40% for a company feeling this type of competition from many other fast food players. That is really good. And a fun fact, so McDonald's is going to spend $2.3 billion this year on capital expenditures. $1.1 billion of that will be in the U.S., so about a little under 50%. $550 million of that will go to modernize 1,300 U.S. restaurants. So it would appear they will continue to roll out touchscreens inside their restaurants despite the COVID-19 concerns. You're touching dirty surfaces. McDonald's looks like it will continue to roll that out. That's a big commitment there to completely transform 1,300 locations.
Well, and not only the touchscreens in the McDonald's, but also reorienting the McDonald's towards mobile orders, towards delivery, towards takeout more than eat in the restaurants. There was another stat here. Online and mobile orders in its top 6 markets up 70%, to your point about the food traveling well. I mean, how often is it that a huge company like McDonald's, in what is normally a fairly staid business, I mean, you guys can talk about chicken sandwich innovation all you want. Is that real innovation?
It is.
It is.
Okay, fine.
It is. My iPhone is the same every year. Chicken sandwiches.
You put a spicy pickle on a chicken sandwich. That's innovation.
Anyway, how often is it that a company of this size, though, gets a tweak like this, like delivery, that seems so obvious that is can be so significant? I
think, in my short career covering markets, I look at the way that both Walmart and McDonald's have gone from being dying old brands to fully transformed. You think about, I remember writing about McDonald's under Don Thompson and Sozzi year after quarter of sales flat to down.
Well, Don didn't really know what he was doing.
But you look at those two businesses as big box America, and it's like the world is going away from them, and both of them spent a lot of money to do it, but have both turned around.
And real quickly, I'll point this out. I'll put this forward as well. Within that $550 million investment to modernize or improve the look of the McDonald's locations in the U.S., I wouldn't be surprised if that involves some robots. We have seen fast food companies start to experiment with putting in hamburger flipping robots in there, also delivery robots. And I can care less if McDonald's comms team drops me a line and says, no, we're not doing that. They're probably looking at it. And over the next couple of years, you will see more robots flipping burgers in McDonald's, given rising wages.
So what did I say at the beginning? Micro-Donald?
Micro-Donald.
There you go.